what it's like to finally have one victory in your life, and then life pisses all over that victory?
Hey, welcome to This Is Not Happening. I'm your host, Roy Wood Jr. You know why kids love birthday parties? They appreciate the simple things. Ice cream, toys, candy, clowns. It's the one day of year you can have a cupcake, a pizza, a hot dog, and soda all at the same time. The only thing you're left with is an afternoon of innocent fun. Be a kid again.
Suck it, Roy.
He has a podcast called The Boogie Monster, Kinane.
I wasn't raised with sports, you know, wasn't something. I think that's something you're indoctrinated into when you're young. You're born, especially if you're a guy. It's something that's like one way you could bond with your dad. Like that's how you can have feelings towards a male that you created with sports. And that's like, oh, we don't have to say I love you. We be like, oh, the fucking team. And then that's how you could do it. And my dad my dad liked airplanes, which is cool, but it's not something you get riled up about. Like, oh, the 727s this year, Pop. And like, oh, tell me about it. And it doesn't. And so I wasn't raised with sports. It wasn't something that was put into me as a young child, like at a very young age. Like even the idea of competition was lost on me when I was a kid. It just didn't make any sense, you know. Because when you're brought up, like when you're a little kid, and the first thing you're taught is like, you know, like be nice to other people. Especially you're 5 years old, kindergarten. Like be nice, be kind, share, bring enough stuff for the other kids. If you're gonna bring something to school, bring up enough for all the class. You know, and then that's the lessons you're raised with, and then you just go to Peewee soccer, and all of a sudden they're like, all right, you know, Peewee soccer. I was excited about Peewee soccer because I got a shirt that matched my socks. That's probably another clue that I wasn't gonna be into sports. I was just really into the outfits, you know. I was like, look, I can be the same thing. Nice. But we get to Peewee soccer, and the coach is like, you know what? All right, this is what we're gonna do. You see this ball right here? You're gonna kick it, no hands, just feet. You want to kick it? That net over there. Sounds like a plan. Hold on, not so fast. You see those other kids over there who also have different colored matching shirts and socks? Yes, I did. They look sharp. They don't want you to get the ball in the net over there. Well, why not? Because they want to get that same ball into the net over here. It's like, well, this seems like it could just be resolved with a conversation. Like, what, we're going to just argue in a field? Let's go talk to them. You guys want? Let's all do it that way then. Next week we'll do it that way. To this day, sports always seem like they could just be sorted out with a talk. It doesn't make sense to me. But I get it. You get older, you understand why that's why you identify with it. Might be where you're from in the world, what city you're from. So I think that's gonna supersede all our earthly woes. You know, eventually we're gonna be able to travel through space and Mars, and that's still gonna be the basic level of conversation. Is you're just gonna be in some space station bar and be like, "Where are you from? X-13? Your intergalactic death ball team sucks." Like it's still gonna be the way to converse with someone. And I don't, if anything like baseball, I enjoy baseball just enough to enjoy it because it's a lazy sport. It looks like it was originally designed for cats. You know, there's one guy just staring at the sun over there. A couple others are playing catch over here. It's silly. I like that they all have to wear the same uniform, even if it's like the manager and the coach. They all dress up in the uniform just in case an accident happens, you know? The bus crashed. We need everybody out there. And a 65-year-old manager's like, good thing I put on the stripes. Here we go. Time to crack off some of this osteoporosis for the championship. I like it. I'll wear a baseball hat, mostly because I'm a bald guy. And there's a thing out there called the sun that tries to kill me. It's the only piece of clothing I have to answer questions about, though. That's another thing I don't understand. It's just a hat. I mean, this is a plain one because it's TV and you can't support things. What is that, a real team? Money? There's money. There's producers. They're upset. Edit around it. You can't. Watch. Look. Oh, shit. Can't edit it. It's the only piece of clothing that I got to be responsible for in public, you know? Because, again, it's that guy thing. Like, the team. Oh, they're doing good or they're doing bad. But you could just have a conversation about it. If you can't just go up to a guy in a bar like, cool shirt. Like, what? But now I got to know everything about the team because it's a hat I got to wear. It's just a piece of clothing. Just let me wear it. I wear Levi's. I don't have a favorite prospector. Why do I have to answer all the questions about the hat? But I'll go to a baseball game once in a while. Deathly afraid of actual baseballs. Played catch once with a real baseball when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we played baseball with tennis balls. We all thought we were great. One day, somebody found a real baseball. Like, let's play catch with it first. I lost in the sun, hit me in the face. Unnatural fear of baseballs to this day. Like going to baseball games, foul ball comes in, everybody's like, we got it. I'm diving behind people. I'm throwing mobs. I'll throw a baby in the way of that ball. I don't care, especially if it's wearing a jersey. It could be on the team. You don't know. It's confusing. It's got the name of the outfielder. Get in there, kid. Play the game. Earn your millions. So, little kid, 9 years old, post-traumatic injury with the baseball. And I'm just doing whatever you're doing when you're 9. You know, I don't know, sitting in the dirt in your front yard. Not thinking about anything. Just putting your thumbs in your holes. You know, whatever you do when you're 9. These kids come around, neighborhood kids, a family. And nobody knew them. Like, they didn't go to the shitty public school we all went to. And they didn't even go to the shitty Catholic school the other kids went to. I think they were homeschooled. My mom called them weird. That's all I knew. And they're weird. There's a lot of them, and they don't do the things the other people do, so they're weird. But they came up to me, just sitting in the dirt, as a family, you know, real Little House on the Prairie shit, just kind immediately. And that's suspect when you're a child, when you're 9. You're just supposed to get beat up by strangers. That's how life is. And you see a whole family that looks like coming by like, hi, and you're like, oh, what's this scam? All right, here we go. I'm like, well, we're going to play softball. We have an empty lot next to our house, and we saw you sitting, we thought you might like to play softball with us. I was like, oh, soft is in the name, so I might be able to make this work. So I go to the empty lot. They let me inspect the ball first. 16-inch, I'm squeezing it, feeling it, hitting it on my body to make sure I could take a hit, you know. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try the softball. Try it. We're on defense first in the outfield, and I'm just, you know, doing what I do. Just classic Kinane out there. Missing it, not even looking. Just stay, oh, dandelions are fun. Shit, there it goes. You know, and just waiting to be kicked out of it like I'm kicked out of every actual team sport I've been in at this point. And they're not. They're like, nah, good, no, you'll get it soon. I'm like, what's going on? Then we're up to bat. Kids are doing good. They're, you know, they're hitting them. It's going good. They're just having fun. There's nobody swearing at each other. I'm like, I don't understand this. Finally, I'm up, and I'm waiting for the symphony that I'm used to whenever I'm on the spotlight for a sporting event, especially for anything where I got to be up at bat. Kickball, tennis ball, baseball, whatever we're playing. I'm waiting for that symphony of what I'm used to, which is move in, easy out, fag. I'm like waiting for those three things, that 3-part harmony of Kinane's at the plate, you know? 1, 2, 3. You're right, and I suck at it, and I'll see y'all later. I'm waiting for it. None of that. They're still standing out there, optimistic, like you guys don't. You really should move in a little. And for underhand pitch, first one comes, big old whiff, just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like I didn't even know what the bat was for. Just, second one comes, I think I swung before the guy even was pitching it. Get ahead of it! And that didn't work. So the third one, just real Disney movie style. I'm like, let's just hope against hope. Just close our eyes and throw our shoulders at it. And that works sometimes. And this was one of those times. My eyes closed. I felt the bat connect, like in the heart, like the dead center of that softball. Like when you know, if you've ever just hit a ball with a bat the way it's supposed to be hit, like kaboom. boom. Like I opened my eyes expecting the leather to just be blown out. But that thing just sailed like the way a softball shouldn't even, like just soared. And I just watched it thinking that was, I thought I won. Like I didn't even know there was a rest of the game. I was like, no, that's it. I'll see you later. You're welcome. Like, but no, like you got to do the bases. I'm like, yeah, there's the bases. I never got to the bases before. Watch, and it's flying, so I hustle to first. Boom, nobody's around. They're chasing this thing, this satellite that's just in orbit. Let's hit second. I don't even know what second base looks like. Oh, there it is. Look at you. It'll take a minute. Tap it. Nobody around. Still in the air. You're kidding me. Go to third base. It's unheard of for a Kinane. This is like the moon landing for my family. I get to third. I decide, like, let's not be arrogant. Take a minute. Let's stop at third and assess. I get to third, and I look around. Still nobody. And the pitcher's gone. Everybody's gone. I'm like, what? What'd I do? Get on a roof? Now, this family, they had a daughter. And I don't know what the right term is now for what she had. But whatever it was, I mean, it's not something that goes away. She was one of Jesus' special kids. And she was playing at what was previously deemed a safe distance away from the action, way down yonder. These youngsters ain't gonna put our special baby in any danger. Yeah, not till Rocket Arms got up to the plate. Line drive. And I fucking domed a retarded girl. That's it. Do you know what it's like? Do you know what it's like to finally have one victory in your life and then life pisses all over that victory? Oh, did you want to know what glory was? Never mind, you're a Kinane. You will never know glory. Everybody ran to her aid. And she was down there. Like I couldn't tell, I didn't know what denomination of what she had was because of the distance. And I'm just 9 on third base with a dilemma on my hands. And I'm looking at that like I did that, and I'm thinking this is a horrible thought at 9. Even then, I'm like, well, she's already like, I'm like, well, is what I did twice as bad or half as bad? Like I couldn't. She wasn't knocked out. She was sitting up. She looked confused, but that, you know. And now I got to make a decision. You know, do I go help? She had plenty of people helping her. Do I go help? Or, knowing this is the only time I'm gonna know what athletic glory is like, do I run home? I ran home. Not home base. I ran home to my parents' house. I didn't know glory, and I also didn't find out what it was to be a good person that day. I just ran home in cowardice. And that was the only athletic thing I had ever pulled off until December 22nd, 2012, the eve of my 36th birthday. I was back home visiting my parents for the holidays. I was in that same bedroom I ran back to many years ago. And in that bedroom, I farted so much, I set off the CO2 detector twice. And a combination of those two events is the closest I'm ever gonna come to getting an ESPN 30 for 30 based on my life. Thank you very much, everybody.
Kinane, everybody, Kinane.